welcome to today's tip. Now we're going to be using Flowersoft. It's such a fabulous, gorgeous embellishment that you can add to your pages, but sometimes I get a little bit stuck about what I can do with it. This one's called Heather and it's a lovely mix. It's a really, really pretty one. One of the things I really like to do is get a piece of cardboard. Doesn't really matter what the thickness is. I would say the thicker the better, but that's entirely up to you. And then what we are going to do is we are going to make sure you've got something really sturdy underneath, because this is a really thick cardboard, is we're going to start cutting out letters inside the cardboard. Now, just as I said in the other tip that I've done, you can draw this out first if you're not confident going straight onto it, but if you are confident going straight onto it, then just go for it. So I've cut out all of my cardboard letters, and as you can see I've made the word love. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some clear drying glue. This one's Elmer's, and I'm just going to saturate the cardboard. And I'm just going to get a little scrap of cardboard just to smooth it out. You could use a paintbrush if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use a cardboard just to cover the entire thing. I'm even going to go around the edges because I quite like the idea of it going on the edges. Now you might want to cover up the edges of yours and not have the cardboard, which if you do, I strongly recommend you can cover it in some, not Mod Podge, what am I trying to say, some texture paste or some acrylic paint, and just smooth off those edges so that you can't see it. And then what I'm going to do is just cover it in this amazing Flowersoft stuff. So I've finished adding all of the Flowersoft, and they're still a little bit, they still need sort of shaking off, but you get the idea of how gorgeous they can look just as they are. Now, I've used quite a lot of Flowersoft there. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see. It's quite dark for some reason, but I just want you to see how pretty it is if you zoom in. They're so, so lovely, and they'd look amazing as even some of those stand-up letters that you can do. So that's how it can look on your scrapbook page. If you don't want to use Flowersoft or you don't have it, one of the things that I recommend doing is cutting up lots of small floral paper. If you've got an old gardening magazine and you cut it up really, really small and then did like a lovely decoupage on it, it can create exactly the same thing. Now, turning it into a layout, just by adding a photograph, you can even add it on top because they stick out quite far, and adding some cool watercolor flowers. I actually think what I might do with this layout is I actually might mount it on watercolor paper and draw some beautiful foliage to go with it. So there's a really fabulous idea of what to do with your Flowersoft if you have some. If not, try the collage idea with a flower or gardening magazine and cut out loads of pieces of paper and use the cardboard cutout exactly as we've done today, and create the same thing with floral magazine pieces. I hope you've enjoyed this tip, and I'll see you next time.